see how people respond, and then we'll go from there. But I'm
Have you ever used a surveillance?
All right, welcome. Let's see. Let's get the goddamn microphone crack-a-lacking. All right, let's get the microphone cracking. Get the microphone check. Microphone check. Let's go. I'm gonna talk some boxing, man. I'm gonna talk a little boxing. We got some interesting matchups about to or trying to take place. We got Keyshawn Davis and Edwin De Los Santos trying to line it up. Hopefully we can get that happen. I just wonder, is Edwin ready, man? Because Edwin been out. He been out for more than 12 months, man. And when you're out that long, you're not supposed to be ranked. That's the those are the rules. But I guess he's like 13, something like that. And he was dealing with, like, I think allegedly blood clot issues. You know, so I would like to see that dude get at least a little, you know, work it back, tune up, something like that, whatever, before he get in there with somebody like Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Even though I thought me personally, I thought he beat Shakur. I thought worst case scenario, it should have been a draw. If you weren't gonna give it to Edwin, because Shakur didn't do a goddamn thing in that fight. And anybody say anything different, it's just bias, and they tripping. That dude was jumping 4 feet out the. If the ropes weren't there, he'd have been in the 4th row. Shit. I mean, and he know it. He didn't do shit in that fight. I ain't seen him punch, to be honest with you. So I don't know what the fuck was copybox punch stats were. I ain't seen land shit, to be honest with you. He just running the whole goddamn night. Even his grandfather was telling him, you know, to engage, and he wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but supposedly he had issues or some type of hand. You know, he always that's boxer's favorite line when they perform like shit, that they had some stuff going on and they shouldn't have, you know, they shouldn't have took the fight, but they didn't want to cancel it. Well, if you're gonna give us a performance like that, I prefer you cancel it, brother. I know you need a check, you know what I'm saying, but I prefer you cancel it, because that wasn't worth watching. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur's a hell of a fighter, though. You know, I do give him, and he is a hell of a fighter. I think he's pillow fisted. I don't think he had no power. You talk about other fighters not having no power, but I don't think that's why some think that he could beat Tank, but I don't think he can keep Tank up off of him. He don't have enough ump in his punches, not to me. You know what I'm saying? But I do like him as a boxer, a hell of a defensive boxer or whatever, but I don't see that. You know, they was talking about how Floyd had Floyd had timing. He didn't need that much. He had timing. Shakur got timing too, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it, man. I really don't. But I'm waiting for him to get in there with somebody with that's not Hispanic, another brother with some skills that just as quick as he is and just got just as good on their feet and it can move around. You know, once I need to see him in there with a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need to do. I need to see him in there. Frank Martin. I don't know who else is in that division. I know him and Zepeda was trying to, but Zepeda got Tevin Farmer problems. And Tev won that first fight. I don't care what nobody said. Tev won that first fight, and Tev probably gonna beat him this Saturday. I'm gonna put some money on it too. I'm gonna get paid on this one as long as they don't rob him like they did our boy Terrell Gaucher last week. That was freaking awful. I mean, that's just terrible. That's how you do a brother like that, man. Dude put work in like that. And that was one of the best fights I've seen Terrell Gaucher do. Have because he was so offensive minded in that fight. He normally is real defensive minded, real calculated with his punches, but he was doing 2 and 3 punch combinations. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he really did. Terrell looked good, and to do a brother like that, that's fucked up to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You shouldn't do a brother like that. When brother work hard like that, and give that dude that work, because even other corner they knew. They was telling this dude he needed a knockout to win. They knew this dude didn't win it. That's some bullshit, man. That's what's wrong with boxing, man. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. Boxing got to clean itself up. Like, come on, like first of all, put the judges in a position to where they can see the fighters in a good enough or well enough perspective so that they can judge accurately. You put one judge on one side of the ring and the two other judges on the other sides of the ring. And so how the hell, if you're on the left side, you're gonna see what the hell going on the right side. You know what I mean? You sometimes you might see a punch that a guy parried, but he didn't even touch him. But you count it as you score him as a blow. I really believe that they should be in a room with a monitor, right? Like we watch it from TV. They should be able to watch it from TV and score it accurately. This looking at it from below upward is not a good position on what to accurately score a fight. If nothing else, the judges should be sitting above the ring, looking down from a 3-dimensional phase rather than a 1 or 2-dimensional phase, right? Because that's what you're doing when you're looking straight ahead or up. They was looking downward on it, they could see everything from a 3-dimensional stage. Thus the reason why offensive coordinators in football call plays from the booth. Most of them. Some don't. Some like to call it from the field, but they have assistants up in the booth giving them, thoughts on what's going on the side of the field. Because there's no way in the hell you can see the whole field from ground level. You're more so that's how I would do it. I would change that and make them, be in a room with a monitor individually, their own individual room with a monitor and judge fights, man, because it's too many, and it don't even be close because that fight, Terrell Gaucher should have won that fight. To do him like that, that's just foul. That's just foul. And I don't know why you do him like that. You know what I mean? The dude that he fought had just lost another fight before that. So, the politics in boxing, they need to fix that shit. I mean, that's just some weird shit. But until we get a legit commission in boxing, it's going to always have that problem, you know. Uh, and I don't know when they'll ever do that because, well, I guess Turkey and Dana White trying to put together a new league, and I don't. It's going to be up to the boxers though to join the league and to participate in the league in order for it to have some success. And I'm sure Turkey going to put enough money up in there for them to join. You know what I mean? Because from what I hear, the payday is going to be a whole lot better than what they're getting right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see, man. Be one belt per division, like it is in the UFC. That's what I'm thinking that they're going to do. And if you do it that way, so you have one champ. You know, somebody made a good comment in on the show I was watching, said that the champ should fight someone in the top 10 every 90 days, right? That would be legit. That'd be legit if you can fight once every 90 days. The champion has to fight once every 90 days. We'd get some real action, top 10 action too. That would be nice. So I don't know what the particulars Turkey and Dana White's going to come up with as far as the rules are concerned, as far as holding the belt and retaining the belt and having to defend the belt. But I'm interested to find out because this way hasn't worked. It's not working. We don't get the best fighting the best. That's always going to be a problem if you don't. In every other sport, you have the best playing the best, and at least for the chip. If they don't play each other in the regular season, at least in the chip, the best get to the best in the chip and play each other to decide who was the best for that season. And in boxing, this is just long overdue. Long overdue. So I'm just on here just shooting the shit right now, man. Trying to see. I would like to. Hold on a second. What's this over here? Okay. Yeah. So I'm wondering if Tank is going to sign the rematch to fight Roach. What you think? Think Tank gonna sign that rematch to fight Roach, or he's on to bigger things or other things? I think that kid Roach is. Sometimes they say, some people just have your number. You know what I mean? And Roach didn't look scared. He fought a very different fight than every other fight that Tank has been in that I've watched Tank fight, because Lamont wasn't backing up. He was actually doing what you're supposed to do. Standing there, standing your ground and stepping around side to side, right? And he was countering very effectively. And had they didn't pull that bullshit and didn't count that as a knockdown when Tank took that knee, and also when he ran to the damn corner and Calvin came up on the apron to wipe his damn face, that's a disqualification in itself. So, but he the cash cow, you know what I mean, in boxing, and they ain't want to disrupt the money. But once again, the integrity of the sport. That's the reason why boxing suffers. When people see shit like that, it make them not want to watch boxing. Make them not want to watch the sport because it seemed gimmicky. You know what I mean? And who wants to watch gimmicky sports? You want to see some true and accurate shit. Like in every other sport too, you can always see what the scoreboard is. Whether you shoot a basket, score a touchdown, or hit a home run and cross the home plate, or score a goal, however it may be. You always can see, what the score is. Boxers should have the same thing, right? I think in San Antonio they do a round by round and you can their rules are you can actually figure out or they'll actually tell you if you're up on the scorecards or not, which is cool. I think they do so many rounds at a time and you can get the score and then you know what you would have to do. But see, prior to that, boxers should have to meet with the judges, whoever's judging the fight, and find out what they are looking for. Because some judges judge differently. Some judge on effective on come going forward. Some judge defensively and counter punching, right? Some, so you really should know what your judge that this judge in your fight, what he's looking for, and then you can game plan accurately towards that, because you can get in them, and we see it all the time, where a boxer will get in the ring and totally outbox the guy who's just coming forward, plowing forward, but ain't doing shit, and he's just sitting there picking his ass off as he's, as he's stepping to him, and then they fuck around and give the fight to the guy that's just coming forward because he because that's what they deem that as being aggressive, and he was trying to make the fight. Well, once again, it's called boxing, right? And you should get credit for body blows, because a lot of some of them, they don't really, when they're judging, don't really look at the body shots. Some do, some don't. But that would help the boxers if they know that shit prior to the fight starting. What are you looking for in the fight? How do you judge a fight? How do you score rounds? I mean, what are, that's what that should be a given. You should know that type of shit. Like I said. And this notion to whereas you sitting up here wondering whether you up or you down after 10 or 12 rounds is some bullshit. Or everybody's wondering how you judging it, how they're judging it after 10 or 12 rounds. I mean, it should be something where, put some scores up. This guy's up 3-2, 4-2. It will give this other dude more incentive to either make a better fight or make an adjustment so that he can, catch up. This shit is like so subjective, like what are we looking for? You know what I'm saying? What are you looking for? And if you don't know and your style doesn't appease these particular types of judges that's judging your fight, why have them? Right? Why use them for their fight? I would want some different judges, you know what I'm saying? Some who understand the way I fight if I was a boxer. So I don't know. Boxing got a lot of shit to do it, because unless you knock somebody out, there's no other definitive way in a good match that goes back and forth who won the fight. More times than not, it's gonna go with the name. You know what I'm saying? They always used to hear this thing that you got to beat the champ, right? You got to definitively beat the champ. I can roll with that, but that shouldn't be the case either. You know what I'm saying? If the champ has had an off night, you know what I mean, and I feel, and you put in that work and you've done your homework to make the champ have an off night, that should be credit for you winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just they got to fix this shit. It's a great sport, great gladiator sport. I've always loved it. I got my father was a boxer, you know what I'm saying? And I got family members that was a boxer. So I come from a long line of family that indulged in the sport. Me myself, I played football, played it and coached it, in collegiate and both in high school. So, but that's my thing. But I always loved the sport of boxing. And but wasn't able to do it. My pops wouldn't let me box. He was like, "Nah, son, I took all the punches. You're gonna have to play something else." He didn't want me to do it, so he wouldn't let me and my brothers box. But we all played everything else. We played baseball, football, and a little basketball. So that was our thing. But who's your favorite fighter? I got somebody in the chat. Who's your favorite fighter, man? Y'all give me. Let's see what y'all got going on here. Oh man, here's another topic. Canelo and Crawford, man. Now, here's the thing. I love Terrence Crawford, man. Terrence Crawford, I think, is the real deal. And it's hard pressed to think that maybe he there's nothing that this guy can't do because he seemed to win at every goddamn thing he does, right? But I believe going up essentially 3 weight classes. That's what essentially he's doing. He only fought at 154 once, and that fight against Madrimov, even though he won, and I thought he won, it wasn't. You didn't see nothing that I didn't see nothing there that would make me believe that he could beat a Canelo at 168. I'm telling you, I people love optimism, right? They want to be optimistic, and they think because what he did to Earl, because I never thought he would do Earl like that either. But how great would that have been had we got the Earl before the car accident? That might have been a whole different fight. I ain't saying Earl would win because he got totally just obliterated, right? In that fight, he didn't have a chance from start to finish. But it would have been more interesting to see if had he not suffered that trauma in that car accident, to see how he would have really what he would have been, because he fought much different before the car accident than he did afterwards. So, but I digress. Crawford, Canelo. What you think? I think personally that it's too much weight for Crawford to go up there and fight Canelo. And we ain't talking about any guy at 168. We talking about the best at 168, right? Because Benavidez is gone. He ain't there no more. He moved up to 175. So the best guy at 168 is Canelo, and Canelo is not no slouch. I don't care. People seem to think that Crawford have more skills than Canelo. I don't see that. More skills how? Crawford gets hit. He got dropped in that. They didn't count it, but he got dropped in that fight with a Green Machine or Mean Machine, whatever the hell you want to call him. And back in the day when he fought the little Cuban cat, was he Cuban? Yeah, I believe it's Cuban. At 135, he got rocked in that point. So imagine Canelo catching him with a shot. I really don't want to see it, man. I just think. I mean, I understand the money. It looked like a money grab to me, but knowing Crawford, he's taking it serious. But you saw what happened with Mel in there with Canelo. As soon everybody got a plan till they get hit. Ain't that what you say? Everybody got a plan until you get cracked. And I'm just gonna tell you, Crawford got all this, and that might be his downfall in this fight right here. Trying to sit here and go, when he get cracked, then he wanna, so to speak, go out on his shield. You definitely gonna go out your shield fucking with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't going backwards with this little guy. He just gonna press him out. He gonna hit him on the shoulders, hit him on the hip. You know what I'm saying? And his defense is a whole lot better than it was back in the day when Floyd fought him. So he can fight in the phone booth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like Canelo said, I didn't want the fight. Y'all wanted it. But if y'all going to pay me this kind of money, I'm going to take it. He's already told you it's easy money. It's easy money. The fight is to be made should be between him and Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? That's the one we've been hoping for. But Crawford's gonna get his. I don't want to. I really don't. I don't want to see it, man. I don't. I've never. That has never worked. It's never worked for a little guy to come up to a bigger guy's weight class and challenge him. Especially you talking about the best. You ain't talking about just any fighter in this. You talking about the best of the best in this division. That's just crazy. And I wouldn't. I think somebody blew his head up after that Arrow fight. Hell, he just found. I guess he just think he's invincible now. But bro, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. But I already know the outcome, and I'm gonna make some money off of it too. That's for damn sure. Cause it ain't going 12. Nah, it ain't going 12. If it do go 12, it's gonna be such a shutout, right? Because but I don't believe it's gonna go 12 because I think Crawford gonna try to sit up there because he's gonna be down. He gonna have to try to do something heroic and might get himself stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Messing with Canelo's thick, man. Thick neck. I mean, hell, if Triple G couldn't hurt him, do you think Terrence Crawford's gonna hurt him? Think about that. He fought Triple G 3 times. Triple G hits very, very hard. He can crack. Triple G can crack. And Canelo fought him 3 times. Right? And I never saw him buzzed in that fight. Now, one out of all 3 fights, he never was buzzed in those fights. He got hit with some good shots too, but it never buzzed him. It never made him, you know what I'm saying? And so if Triple G couldn't hurt Canelo, how the hell is Terrence Crawford little ass gonna hurt him? I just think it's we getting all these goddamn exhibition type of fights in regular competition. I don't want to see it. I'd rather see Terrence Crawford fight Virgil Ortiz, Jermell Charlo, Erickson Lubin, Jesus Ramos. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, at the 154. I'd rather see those fight. Fendora, that'd be interesting. Shit. I'd rather see him fight somebody around his weight class. Going up to 168, man. Come on. Shit, man. And then he ain't even taking a tune-up fight either. So what he gonna come in? What y'all think he gonna come in and weight as? He better not come in nowhere close to 168. He'd be smart if he come in around 160. Okay, he tried to put on all that weight and go 3-minute rounds for 12 rounds with Canelo. It's gonna be disastrous. And I don't give a fuck how much he doing training and sparring at the gym. When you get up under them lights, it's just different. And I ain't saying he don't understand what the light is like, but he don't understand what it's like to be in front of Canelo under them lights, and that's where it's gonna be different. So, I just would wish the brother took a legit fight around his weight class. That way, and he could really rightfully become undisputed at 154. He got one of those belts. You just need the other 3. Fedora holding 2 of them. That's what you should do. Fight Fedora, get 2 belts, and then fight whoever the hell got the last belt. Can't think of who that is right now. 154. Who is that? Can't think who's holding that 4th belt. But anyways, I'd like to see Mel come out Mel get a tune up and him and Mel square off. Since he was over there talking shit to him. While he was whooping up on Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I don't want to see that, man. I really don't want to see it. I'd hate Crawford ruin his career like that, man. You don't need to why take an L? I mean, I understand the money's good, but you can get that money fighting somebody else around your weight class. Maybe not all that Canelo's gonna bring, but you fight about two more fights and you'd make that up instead of taking that L. You know what I'm saying? But people just start thinking that Terrence Crawford is just superhuman and shit. Man, come on, man. It didn't work. And no fighter, no little guy has ever gone up and defeated. Man, it's not gonna happen, bro. Maybe say, maybe one. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Donnie Lalonde, but that was Donnie Lalonde. Shit, he wasn't no damn Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be the top pound for pound guy in his weight class. It's gonna be a joke, bro. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch him get his ass whooped. He asked for it. He getting paid to do it. So shit, I'm gonna watch it. Let's see if Daniel Du Bois is gonna rematch Joseph Parker. Since he didn't give him the fight, and said he took ill out there in Saudi, and Parker wound up what he fought? He fought a big boy, Coley. Yeah, man, that dude was 40 pounds overweight. I saw what they gave him, so I know why he did it. But shit, he wasn't nowhere in shape to be fighting no Joseph Parker. And I would rather Joseph Parker to me in his last 4 fights, he deserved a shot at the title. He deserved a shot at Usyk, you know. But I think they're gonna probably line Daniel Dubois up to fight him. But he already lost to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather see I think Joseph Parker earned that shot. Yeah, I think Joseph Parker earned that shot. So I'd rather see that. What about Wilder? See who the fuck? I thought I saw something with Wilder supposed to be fighting Ngannou. Like they tried to give Wilder the bag, man. They tried to give him all he had to do was win. He lost his last 3 fights. All he had to do was win one fight, and they were gonna give him to Anthony Joshua and give him the bag, and he couldn't do it, dog. Wilder to me should have never left. My boy, Mark. What's my boy name? The trainer he had. Breedland. Should never left Breedland. You know, all this bullshit about he spiked my water and all this other. Why the fuck would he do some stupid shit like that? He been training you from day one, man. And the best Wilder has ever looked in the ring. And if you don't, let me go back and watch this. When Wilder fought Bermane Stiverne the second time, not the first fight, the second time, that jab was so pretty. I ain't seen Wilder throw a jab like that ever in a fight. But Mark Breland had Wilder throwing. Go back and watch that fight. Bermane Stiverne and Wilder, the second one, and look at that jab that Wilder was throwing. Oh my! I was like, shit. If he could fight like that in all his fight, he would have no problem, especially with that lightning he got in that right hand. But just to sit up there and just you start fighting guys who can really fight, they gonna take it from you. They gonna take that right hand from you, dog. And then it was just, oh man, that's such a disappointment. You know, he had no business waking the sleeping giant anyway. Should have left Fury motherfucking ass alone. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should have did. Left Fury motherfucking ass. Let that sleeping giant sleep. You know, he went because he couldn't get the fight with AJ. He thought bringing Fury in was gonna be, you know, and he almost got away with it until Fury rose like the Undertaker and came up off that canvas and commenced whooping his ass in that same round he was knocked down in. You know, and even still, me personally, everybody seemed to think they thought Wilder won the fight. I didn't think Wilder won the fight. I ain't thought it was a draw. I thought Fury won the fight, even with the 2 knockdowns. Because to me, I just didn't look like he did enough. And even in the ring, even in that last round that he knocked him down in 11, I think it was the 11th round or 12th round, whichever it was. He came back and won I think it was 11th round. He came, or 10th round maybe. He came back and won the damn round. Shit, I almost got Wilder out of there. But that was man. Wilder should have reset, man. I know you're trying to get it back in blood, and he a dog. I get it, but his advisor should advise him to do something different, man. You know, go another route and then get a little better, and then come back to him. Because Fury just showed everybody how to beat him, and after that, he ain't been the same man fighting that. What's the one little dude, the one big white stiff white boy. That's the only win he got after fighting Fury. And he was tailor-made for him. He walked straight into the right hand. You know, the big Viking-looking guy. I can't think of his name. He just fought not too long ago. Anyways, but I'm interested to see what they're gonna do in that Bivol fight too. Bivol and Beterbiev, are they gonna run it back for a third time, or are they gonna? Because I know the WBC ordered Bivol to fight Benavidez, right? So we're gonna see. I'd rather see that. Well, I think it's fair to give Beterbiev another chance here. He gave you a chance. You give him a chance back. Third time's a charm. And then move on and fight Benavidez. We'll see we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, this is the Kai and K show, man. This is where we speak on. Look, we normally talk. We talk about numerous things on this show. But today I want to talk a little boxing. Hold on a second. Yeah, today I want to talk a little boxing because I think it's interesting. I'm really pulling for Tevin Farmer this weekend. I want to see Tev. I really like Tev, man. Tev is real slick, real crafty, and I'm pulling for Tev to beat Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought they robbed him in the first one. I think he did. Man, whenever you seen Tev Farmer drop somebody, normally just outscore him, outpoint him, but I think Tev might be his kryptonite, dog. We're gonna see. I'm rolling with Tev, though. We're gonna see. I hope Tev pull it out. That's gonna make a real shakeup in that division. You already got Roach made a shakeup by doing what he did with Tank, and if you get Farmer to beat Zepeda, yeah, I want to see. I'd like to see Farmer and Keyshawn Davis. That'd be a good fight. Or Farmer and Shakur. I'd like that too. Oh, a slick fighter against a dude that's so defensive. Shit, that'd be a cold fight right there. That might be a cold for somebody gonna have to come forward. All right. Somebody gonna have to come forward because both of you motherfuckers can't just be sitting there looking to counterpunch. So that'd be interesting how that would play out. Because Tev is real slick. Real slick. And I'm pulling for him. I don't give a fuck. I like guys, and Tev fight anybody. Shit, he was trying to get the Tank fight for years, and Tank wouldn't do it. Now we might know why. Shit, Roach might showed us why. But anyways, man, that's it for in a nutshell for me for the night. Go give me something to eat, and I'll come back on maybe tomorrow, and we'll try to see if we can get some people to join in. The hell is everybody? All right. So I'm in this one, people. I'm out.